What's up, everyone? It's me, Just Daddy's Boys. Welcome to another stream. Alright, today we have, of course, the exotic engram. Today we have, for the weapons, we have Hawkmoon with opening shot. So if you play PvP, these are really, well, two of the best kinetic slot weapons for that. You guys in a moment on the Jade Rabbit, as always. We have Lord of the Wolves. If you get the catalyst, it's actually really good. It spreads scorch and causes scorch. And we also have the Colony, which is also a really good grenade launcher. And we also have the Rat King catalyst. It's a good PvP weapon. We also have the Izanagis burn catalyst. So if you do not have that, it's time to go and pick that up. If you do not play the game a lot, and you just haven't gotten it yet, it's good to go and pick that up. Now we also have Shepherd's Watch with Outlaw and Frenzy. Let's see what else is on there. We have Arrowhead Break, Fluted Barrel for the Magwell extended mag. We also have well, I already read that. This is not one of the best weapons. It's not even enhanceable. We do have Chroma Rush, sadly, with To the Pain instead of Rewind or Subsistence. But we do have it with Kinetic Tremors, but as of right now we have a lot of better things with Kinetic Tremors, especially the Trials Auto Rifle. But we have Fluted Barrel, Hammerforged Rifling, Steady Rounds, and Extended Mag. And let's see, yep, also enhanceable. We also have Ignition Code, which is also enhanceable with Confined Launch, Smart Drift Control, Implosion Rounds, Proximity Grenades. And it has Ambitious Assassin and Strategist. And it has
Happy Friday, wishing you a great day.
Thank you guys for joining, and same to you guys. Hope you guys are having a great day. Alright, let's continue on with the weapons. So yeah, not much going on right there for Ignition Code. We do have a Baron Action. Now this is a red border. You could actually get this crafted. You could put a Heal Clip and a Incandescence on this, which a lot of people still use it. You have Volatile Launch, Confined Launch, High Explosive Ordnance, Appended Mag, Ambitious Assassin, and Harmony. And this is also the trait that spawns the radiolarian fluid pools around. And we also have the adept. Let's go ahead and see. Full bore, Hammerforged Rifling, Alloy Magazine, Extended Mag. Now this one has Discord and Attrition Orbs right along with Precision Instrument. So if you could get a kill with any other weapon, and as long as you get kills, this could be an unlimited ammo sniper. Now it is also enhanceable, as you can see right here. And you can see it also has the benefit of the adept mods instead of the regular ones. So that's really good for that one. We also have Scavenger's Fate with Corkscrew Rifling, Full Choke, Extended Mag, and Assault Mag. And it has Perpetual Motion and Vorpal Weapon. It is also enhanceable, and it's void. We also have Tarantula with Corkscrew Rifling, Small Bore, Liquid Coils, Accelerated Coils, Field Prep, and Rampage. It is not enhanceable. We also have Memory Interdict with Auto-Loading, Holster, and Danger Zone. With Hard Launch, Smart Drift Control, High Velocity Rounds, and Proximity Grenades. Is not enhanceable, but used to be one of my favorite grenade launchers. Now this one's a really good roll right here. Rewind and, no, that's not Rewind, that's actually my bad. That's Clown Cartridge. If that was Rewind, it would have been a way better roll. but you got bait and switch on it, and you also have cast no shadows. So you could just throw your melee at the enemy or whatever to reload the gun a small amount, which could potentially overflow it, since it does count as reloading the weapon. Now we have polygonal rifling, extended barrel, ionized battery, and projection fuse. This is enhanceable, so if you want that, you could go and pick that up. Gotta go back into it because that screen was bugged out. Alright, now for hunters, we have shards of Galanor with a total of 62 for its total stats. The primary is class, secondary is weapons, and the last one is super. We also have a featured one, which is Mask of Bacchus. Its primary is melee, secondary is health, and the last one is class. So if that's what you're missing, you could go and put that on there. And surprisingly, this also works with Lord of Wolves. I think you guys should go and give that out a try. I mean, there is some in both of them. We also have Synthoceps with a total of 62 for its total stats. And this is actually a really good roll for Synthoceps. 30 melee, 20 health, and 12 grenade. We also have Precious Scars with grenade, super, and health. Not the best roll, but it's decent, especially if you're trying to use healing grenades as well, like a team support build. For Warlocks, we have Winter's Gill with a total of 60 stats, melee at 29, health at 20, and grenade at 11. And we have one of the best exotics for Warlocks right now. These actually hit hard. You could get a better roll, like scaling the grenade up a lot more, and then getting health as secondary and super or melee as the next, since they also did buff the Warlock's void melee. Yeah, you could go and pick these up. It does a lot in PvE, not that much in PvP. And if you haven't picked it up here, you should be able to go and pick it up if you purchased the class item from Eva at the front at the tower and courtyard. We also have Ascendant Alloy go for 41. We have an Enhancement Core go for 17. But that's 13 and 13. I don't know why they're not the same price. But this one goes for 23. This is 33,000 gold going for 7. 70,000 gold going for 11. And we have 11 raid banners going for 17. So I'm just gonna go and pick up this. There we go. Alright, you guys. We're gonna do patch notes real quick. Alright, I'm pulling up patch notes as of right now. Let's see what the latest one was. So this is yesterday, the 30th. This week in Destiny, we are collecting candy like there's no tomorrow and buying cool things with it. I wonder what Eva Levante wants with so much candy. Anyway, let's jump right into today's topics. Week 2 of Festival of the Lost. Festival of the Lost Fashion 2025 and Creation 2025. Update 9151 progression analysis. New Destiny cinematics at the archive. So they have new cinematics at the archive. So if y'all want to go check out the lore over there, y'all can go and do that. Aureus Neutralizer and Trials of Osiris is back. The Trials of Osiris is back. And Bounty for Good begins today. Festival of the Lost second week. Festival of the Lost has entered its second week. How is the Headless One hunting going? Did you get some nice weapons? Maybe a few haul foils too? What's your favorite mask so far? Okay, we'll skip that part. On Tuesday, we fixed 2 soft locking issues that were affecting haunted altars of sorrow. Check update 9153 for more info. Last week we announced that Festival of the Lost has been extended for 1 whole week until November 11th. So in total the event will run for 3 weeks. So this is not the last week. It was extended by 1 more week. So we still have 1 more week to get all those exotic items from Eva Levante. Whether or not you're trying to focus an exotic piece, if you ran out of the ones for Ada, but also if you're trying to get the class items. But yeah, it's supposed to run for 3 weeks, so that's good. There's plenty of time if you are looking to earn that Ghost Rider title or guild it one more time. Focus on getting your daily and weekly challenges complete. Get as much candy as you can and expend it all when you visit Eva Levante at the tower. Don't miss the opportunity to focus some exotics with your preferred stat split. The Festival of the Lost sale continues. Festival of the Lost Bungie store sale has been extended. Players now have until November 11th at 8:59 a.m. PST to enjoy flat rate shipping and an extra 20% of all last chance items. All purchases made on the Bungie store during the Festival of the Lost sale will receive the Twisted Sincerity emblem. So it's a decent looking emblem right there. Alright, let's see. Yeah, the rest of it's just gotta be outfits. I'm not really seeing anything else. Alright, here we go. Progression improvements 9151. When we first launched the Edge of Fate, a core piece of feedback we received was about gaining power, and we heard you. They changed it from we're listening to and we heard you. It felt like it slowed down too much once you got to a higher power level, and ways to efficiently level up your power began to feel tedious and unengaging. While our initial efforts marginally increased the rate of progression at higher power levels, they clearly fell short in making the substantial impact that was needed. With this in mind, our focus when addressing this feedback in version 9.151 centered around making a much stronger impact on power progression, in addition to the TechSec supply drop chest, which allows players to catch up to 300 power. The rate of power gain per hour of play has more than doubled for players above 300 power, as seen in the chart below. We will continue to keep a close eye on power progression and how the player experience feels. Yeah, so Edge of Fate and Ash and Iron was like very, very slow. Yep, here it is. Destiny 2 cutscene archive update. Want to watch a bunch of cool Destiny 2 cinematics? Our cutscene archive on YouTube. Okay, it's on YouTube, you guys. Has been recently updated with all the cinematics launched during the year of the final shape, so you can go rewatch some of the emotional moments we went through in our final battle against the Witness. In case you are a newer player and never experienced some of the story beats of episode Echoes, Revenant, and Heresy, you can relive them in video form. Just be warned, they are filled with spoilers. Trials of Osiris tomorrow. Another Trials of Osiris weekend is upon us. Let's cut this section short. The map is Eventide Labs. Featured weapon is Aureus Neutralizer, the kinetic spread shot hand cannon. And for those of you wondering when Everburning Glitz will be featured weapon again, be there next week. So Everburning Glitz is the kinetic auto rifle that can get the Bewildering Burst and kinetic tremors, which might just be better than the SMG from the event. Since it's more mid-range instead of close range. Yep, bounty for good starts today, and let's see, is there anything else? So they fixed the issue where you would align the altars and defeating the ogres and in that encounter simultaneously. They fixed that soft lock. The Sweet Tooth daily challenge is not recording progress properly. The Veiled Haunting, masked maligners, and formal shadow sets, arms, ornaments are causing VFX to appear in players' view when some abilities are activated. Most of the time they're talking about either Woven Mail, Overshield, or Void Overshield. Not too sure about Bolt Charge. Previewing some Festival of the Lost Mask and collections would bring up the incorrect visuals. Players who had previously acquired the Ghost Rider event title are no longer able to equip it. Some players are unable to acquire the small gifts of candy from the tree at the in the tower. So yeah, there was candy in the tower. The final scoreboard in Red Rumble may not actually reflect match results due to discrepancy in Headless One's kills properly awarding score. We've seen reports that Vault from inventory doesn't work correctly on controller. Players must activate Vault mode from their inventory screen in order to store items. Additionally, a change was made where when players toggle into Vault mode on the character screen, open the Vault and then go back to the character screen, it is no longer in Vault mode. However, we've seen feedback that many prefer this change. We'll continue monitoring feedback about this change. the new competitive emblem for reaching Ascendant 3 is not visible in collections. For abilities, the Hunter Prismatic Grenade ejects off a target, and if an area denial grenade launcher is used on the target. So it basically bounce off the target if you shot it with the area denial. The Roaring Flames Titan aspect is not activating ignitions caused by weapons. Arc chaining from lethal current aspect is not activating combination boil. Activities breaking Vex crystals in the Heliostat mission is not granting Wolf's Bane and Chinsniks to all players in the fire team. They could have fixed that way sooner. So now if you're trying to help your friends or crewmates get the catalyst or Chinsniks, now you don't have to wait for them to get to them. You could just destroy them and your whole fire team will get them. So that's way better. Let's see. The Heliostat exotic mission lists the incorrect selection of champions. When previewing the activity, it would state that players will encounter Barry and Unstoppable champions. Activity completion rewards from the Contest of Elders activity are going directly to the Postmaster. That's still an issue. If a player completes the encounter and then tries to spawn Theratos, Archer's Bane, and Shattered Throne Dungeon, it will not spawn. Players can work around this by spawning this enemy before completing the encounter. The Heliostat exotic mission lists the incorrect selection of champions. When previewing the activity, it would state the players. Okay, we already read that. I don't know why it's in there twice. Let's see, is there anything else? Nope, that's it. So thank you guys for watching. I'm going to end it right here. Make sure to check out my next video on Tuesday, and I'm going to go ahead and end it right here. Thank you guys for watching.